Hi, I'm Gerard Marshall from Sunrise Hospital. I'm here with the team and we are going to show you the PAPR units that we use that are available to staff at Sunrise Hospital. This is the 3M VersaFlow unit. This is one of the PAPR units that's available. It is identified by the pinch clasp system. You pinch and slide it on. This is the hood system that we have, the rigid hood, and it slides on. The other units that we have are the Dover Sentinel XL. This is the battery operated. There's 5 D-cell batteries. This is the rechargeable unit identified by the rechargeable port. This unit is identified because it has a threaded connection. Now, this unit, as you can see, there's plastic hanging off of it. When you get the new hood, you have to pull the protective coating off the front and on the inside. There's also this style hood, same thing. It's blue, it's a lot easier to see. We actually have had units brought back because they couldn't see through it and that plastic was still on there. Now, I'm gonna grab this hood. If the hood looks like this, if it's broken, if it doesn't have stretch, if it doesn't have integrity, if there's a hole in the unit anywhere, it needs to be replaced. It can be taken down to materials management and they will replace your hood. We throw them away, but you need to trade it in. Another problem that we can have is the hoses break right at the connection. That's because the unit is picked up by the hose. You want to pick it up by the belt or you want to pick it up by the unit itself. If I turn this unit on, it should be running strongly. If there is an alarm, it will be because the battery was put in wrong, and it'll sound like this. When you look at this unit, inside where the battery compartment is, there's a little diagram that shows you which way each battery should go. If you hear that alarm, turn the battery around and it will run perfectly. These are D-cell batteries. As you notice, there is a ridge that goes around and there's a door. The door has 2 flanges. You put the flanges in the bottom, then you put the 2 connectors into the top. It'll snap into place. There should be a connection of the gasket all the way around. If there's a gap in the gasket, this could be a problem because this is a D-cell electric battery. These units right here are washed with the PDI wipes. The moisture from the PDI wipes, if there is a gap that is not sealed, can get in there and it can shock you. We've had over 500 hours of 1,000 hours of use of this unit, and 4 people have used units that were not in working order and they got shocked. So check this before every use. Don't try to put this like this and change the batteries. Take it all the way off. Then when you're done, snap it in place. Now the filters on the side are HEPA filters and they're changed yearly or changed if they're not functional. It's very easy to check it. You get the flow tube, you put it on the edge, and when it goes above the black line, it means that the filters are functional. We keep track and maintenance these units through the IP department. This unit, the chargeable unit, snaps in place exactly the same way, and there's also a rigid belt that is gray, and it has a charger that when plugged in, there's a little light. If it's red, it needs a charge. If it's green, it's charging. If it's flashing green, it's completely charged. Snap your unit together and it will sound. Oh, this one needs a charge. That's telling you it needs a charge. The 3M unit also is battery charged, and it's identified by pressing the button, and if it's full bars, you have 9 hours of battery use. This battery hooks in, press the button, push it in place. This battery, when it's functional, is turned on by this blue button on the top. You press the blue button, just press it in and hold, and it will run. Has a green on button. To turn it off, please don't press it hard. Depress it, wait, and the unit shuts off. This is a computer switch. This plastic is touching directly onto the circuit board. Pressing harder will not make it turn off faster, it will only break the unit. These instructions for the VersaFlow, they're on the IP department website. If you go to the intranet, then go to the department column, pull down to IP, open it up at the bottom of the page, you can get these step-by-step instructions for the VersaFlow. You can also get a step-by-step guide for the Dover. There's also cleaning instructions for the Dover and the rigid hood. These are all on the IP website at the bottom. This sign will be used to identify a COVID patient. This patient requires a PAPR for every interaction, so you will see this sign on every COVID patient. This sign is used for aerosolizing procedures. So if you're doing an aerosolizing procedure like intubation, endotracheal suctioning openly, you're doing a sputum sample, cough induction, these procedures, bronchoscopy, these are all considered aerosolized generating, and you must have a PAPR or a fit-tested N95. The last is if you have a TB patient in airborne, you need a PAPR. This is the blue sign that you will see. All of these units are available. What you have to remember is this unit has a 9-hour battery. So if the bars are low, recharge it. These last about 5 hours. So if you've been using it for about 5 hours, don't wait for the alarm. Know that you're going to have some batteries to replace it, and make sure the batteries are available to you before you hear the alarm. This unit will last about 5 hours after fully charged. It takes 2 hours to fully charge it. So when you get the alarm, you know it's not usable for 2 hours. You can, while you are sitting around documenting, place this unit on a charger, on this charger. When it flashes green, it is fully charged. Oh, if you ever get a hood and the connector is deformed, don't throw the hood away, because we can heat this up with hot water and form it, and the hood will be functional. So just bring the hood to infection prevention and we'll repair it. The VersaFlow button, please, again, do not depress this too hard. I'm going to go through it once again. Press down gently, it turns it on. Press down gently and wait, not pressing any harder, and it turns off. We have 9 units that have been broken because people thought they should press harder. It doesn't make any difference. It's a computer button. You just press and wait and it'll shut off. All of these units are cleaned by the PDI wipe. Please do not clean them with peroxide wipes or Clorox wipes. They have salt in them and will scratch up all these hoods, okay? So we don't want to do that. And the batteries are D-cell, and remember that you get 5 hours to 6 hours of continuous use, so it should easily go through your shift. However, make sure there's batteries in stock on the unit.